This is On the Pitch with TJ Picks. He's Tijuana Raf, the top soccer capper in the game. Tune in to see how he builds his plays and get a sneak peek at the winning strategies he shares with his VIPs.
Tune into On the Pitch with TJ Picks and Tail Tijuana Raf today. Como siempre, apuesta con responsabilidad.
There we go, guys. Happy New Year. It's a new year, another season of soccer. 2025 was great. 2026 is going to be even better. Guys, we got a lot of soccer action, guys. I'm going to get right to it. We're not going to mess around today. We have lots of games starting tomorrow. We are going to touch on the NFL playoffs as well. So let's get right into it. We have some games tomorrow on Thursday, January 8th. We're going to start in Italy. There's two games in Italy. We're going to go to Cremonese hosting Cagliari. Current standings, we have 13 versus 14. Cremonese is 13th place. Cagliari is 14th place. Cremonese has scored 18 goals, conceded 21 in 18 games. Cagliari has scored 19 and conceded 25. The last time these two teams faced off against each other was a 1-0 win to Cagliari. The last three head-to-head games have been 1-0 wins by Cagliari. Cremonese coming off a 1-0 loss to Fiorentina. Cagliari coming off a 1-0 loss to AC Milan. Cagliari prior to that had a 2-1 win over Torino. Cagliari did beat Roma a few games back. Cremonese, the last 5 games have lost 3, tied 1, and 1 draw. Cagliari, guys, 2 losses, 2 wins, and 1 draw in the last 5. This game is in Cremonese. It is a little bit tricky because we have not seen able to score between these two teams in the last 3 games. The money lines here, I was expecting Cagliari to be the better odds, but they're not. Cremonese is at home, plus 145. Cagliari, plus 225. Even though, guys, everything goes against this, we haven't seen a boat to score. I am seeing a boat to score here. Give me boat to score, Cremonese versus Cagliari. Next up, we have AC Milan versus Genoa. AC Milan, the heavy favorite here at minus 220. Genoa plus 702. Current standings, AC Milan, surprisingly, is in second place. Second place with 38 points. Genoa is all the way down to 17th place. They're just slowly out of the relegation zone. They're trying to make sure that they get more points so that they don't get into the relegation zone. The last time these two teams faced off against each other, AC Milan won 2-1. AC Milan's last game, they only won 2-1 versus Cagliari. Genoa did have a 1-1 draw versus Pisa. Genoa has scored in 4 out of their last 5 games. We've seen them score at least 1 goal versus Inter Milan. Atalanta only beat them 1-0. Genoa has won only 1 game in the last 5. They're 1 win, 3 losses, and 1 draw in the last 5. AC Milan is 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Even though they have been shaky, guys, this has got to be a grandma lay piece here, grandma money line. Give me AC Milan money line. Give me AC Milan team total over 1.5. Tomorrow, guys, we do have a big England Premier game. It is Arsenal versus Liverpool. In the England Premier, Arsenal still in first place, 48 points after 20 games, 40 goals scored, only 14 conceded. Liverpool, the defending champions from last season, are in 4th place, guys. We've seen a lot of trouble in the locker room there. Mohamed Salah is having issues, hasn't been playing much, having issues with the owner, the head coach. Liverpool is in 4th place, 32 goals, 28 conceded, 34 points. They're all the way down in number 4. The last game between these two teams saw Liverpool win 1-0. Prior to that, they had a 2-2 draw. Liverpool. Arsenal has not won since 2024. You know what, guys? Arsenal's coming off of they've won 4 games out of the last 5. You can count the 5th win there because it was a EFL Cup win over Crystal Palace that they won in extra time. Liverpool is coming off of 2 draws in the Premier League. Last time they played at Fulham 2-2. Prior to that, they drew with Leeds. They have 3 wins, 2 draws in the last 5. Arsenal at home, guys. The line's a little bit juicy, chalky, -175. If you get it tonight, I think that's the best play, guys. Arsenal's definitely the better team. They've got a few players back from the injuries. Give me Arsenal money line here, playing better. They're the team to beat this year in the EPL. They want the championship. Liverpool is a team of last season. They're not doing too well. Give me Arsenal money line here. I really like this play. Arsenal money line to take down Liverpool tomorrow in the England Premier League. We also have the Super Cup from France, guys. We have a French League Super Cup game here. PSG versus Marseille. PSG is not the same PSG that we saw last season, but they are still winning. PSG is currently, let me go to the standings here, is in actually second place, guys, believe it or not. Lens has taken over the French Farmers League with #1 position with 40 points. PSG is 39, and Olympique de Marseille here, who they are playing here in the Super Cup, is actually in 3rd place. So this is going to be a good game between these two clubs. PSG has 4 wins and 1 draw the last 5 games. Olympique de Marseille did go down to Nantes in the last game. That was a surprise, but maybe they were preparing for this game. Who knows? They have 3 wins, 2 losses in the last 5. PSG is the clear favorite here at -185. I think that PSG will take this win here, but I do think that Marseille can score some goals. The last time they played, it was only a 1-0 win. It's also a revenge game for PSG. The last game they played, Olympique de Marseille did win 1-0. You know what, guys? I'm going to go with the PSG win here and give me goals. Give me over goals in PSG versus Olympique de Marseille. Final game for Thursday, we have the Super Cup Atletico de Madrid versus Real Madrid. And the last time these two teams faced off, guys, we had a great game. It was 5-2 Atletico de Madrid. So Real Madrid is looking here for some revenge. Atletico Madrid is playing very well right now. They have 4 wins, 1 draw in the last 5. Real Madrid coming off a big win over Real Betis. They finally got a lot of goals in. They won 5-1 versus Real Betis. They're coming off 4 wins, only 1 loss in the last 5. In the league action, Spanish league, the current standings for these guys. So the current standings for Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. Real Madrid is in second place, 45 points, just behind Barcelona, who's at 49 points. Atletico Madrid is in 4th place with 38 points. So, guys, the lines here is actually pretty surprising. Atletico Madrid +187, Real Madrid +128. As a big revenge game, guys. I do see a possible, because this is at Atletico Madrid, I do see a possible both to score. But I'm going to go with the revenge game win for Real Madrid. I think they're going to have enough here. They're playing very well right now, and they do over Atletico Madrid beat down here. Give me Real Madrid money line here in the Super Cup for Spain. That's going to do it for Thursday, guys. We're going to move on into Friday, January 9th. We're going to go to Australia. Australian League has been good to us. Started a little slow, but we have been doing very well with the Australian League. And we do have a game in the Australian League here on Friday. We're going to Brisbane Roar. Brisbane Roar at home taking on Auckland. And the lines here, Brisbane Roar +198. Auckland +124. Last time these two teams faced off against each other was a 1-1 draw. We've actually seen both to score in the last two head-to-head between these two teams. Brisbane Roar has not scored in the last two games. Last game, they lost 1-0. Auckland did tie 1-1 versus MacArthur. Auckland has seen a boat to score in 4 out of the last 5. That's what I'm going to go with here, guys, because of the lines. Give me boat to score, Brisbane Roar, Auckland FC. I do believe Auckland FC has the edge here to get the win. And on top of the boat to score, I do see over goals here in this game. Next up is Melbourne Victory versus Western Sydney Wanderers. Last game for Melbourne Victory saw them win 3-2. Prior to that, they won 5-1. They have 4 wins, one draw in the last 5. Western Sydney Wanderers have 4 losses, only 1 draw. They're not doing too well here. The lines for this game, you know what, guys? We got to go with the money line here. We got to go with the home team. Give me Melbourne Victory money line. Melbourne Victory money line. On Friday, we're going to go to La Liga Spain. There's only one game in La Liga Spain. Getafe versus Real Sociedad. Getafe last head-to-head beat Real Sociedad 3-0. Getafe is 4 losses, 1 draw last 5. Real Sociedad has seen a boat to score in 4 out of the last 5. They have 2 wins, actually 2 losses, 2 draws, only 1 win in the last 5. You know what, guys? Give me boat to score here in this game. Boat to score, Getafe versus Real Sociedad. We do have a couple of African Cup nation games here. I'm going to sprinkle those a little bit, just a little bit of knowledge into those. I don't really bet those too often, but we are going to get into them a little bit. These are the quarterfinals. We have Mali versus Senegal. Last time they faced off was in a friendly. Senegal won 2-1. Last game, Mali went 1-1 with Tunisia. They qualified in the extra time. Senegal, on the other hand, 3-1 win over Sudan. You know what, guys? I think you never know what's going to happen in these African games. They're sometimes close, very defensive, a lot of ugly soccer going on here. But I do think Senegal is the better team. So give me Senegal. Senegal money line, -160 to take down Mali. Next up, we have a good game, guys. This one's going to be exciting. Cameroon versus Morocco. Last time these two teams faced off, Morocco blew them out of the water, but this was in 2021, 4-0. Cameroon coming off a big win over South Africa, 2-1. Prior to that, they beat Mozambique. Morocco barely got by Tanzania. Before that, they beat Zambia 3-0. Morocco coming off 4 wins, only 1 draw. Cameroon, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. This guy should be a good game. I do see a possible boat to score here, but give me the edge to Morocco. Morocco money line here to qualify, but I think Cameroon could sneak one in. I do see goals in this game. I see goals from both sides. I see over goals. I do give the edge to Morocco to win. Morocco money line, but a possible boat to score as well. Next up, guys, we do have Liga MX is back. Mexican Soccer League is back. Mexican Soccer League will be back on Friday. I love it because they play 2 seasons throughout the year. There's a lot of unknowns here, guys, with the players, coaches. So we're not going to get too much in depth. This got to take a little easy. First game is Mazatlan at home, taking on Juarez. Last time these two teams faced off against each other was a 1-0 win to Juarez. I do believe Juarez did finish doing a little bit better in Mazatlan in the last season. Mazatlan last 5 games. These are all friendly, so I'm not going to count those. Last Liga MX games, they were 1 draw, 1 win. Actually, let's go 4 back. In the last actual Liga MX games of the season, they had 3 draws, 1 loss in the last 4 games. Juarez in the last 4 games in Liga MX had 1 draw, 2 losses, 1 win. They weren't doing too great right now in the end of the season either, but they did better than Mazatlan, guys. Based on the lines here, Mazatlan plus 223 at home, Juarez plus 127. They're both plus odds, but the favorite is Juarez. I got to go with the boat to score here. Give me boat to score. Mazatlan versus Juarez. Then we go to Tijuana, my hometown. Tijuana taking on Club America. Tijuana is plus 302. America minus 122. I got to go with the over goals here, guys. A lot of talent on both sides. I'm excited for this game. Give me over goals in Club Tijuana versus Club America. Atlas versus Puebla, guys. Atlas definitely played a little bit better last year. Atlas and Puebla last 2 times, actually last 5 times that they've played, we've seen them both to score. Let me go a little bit further. Let me go get a little bit further in the games. We've seen a boat to score in the last 5, 7 out of the last 8 between these 2 teams, guys. I'm not going to look any further. Give me boat to score. Atlas versus Puebla. Then our final game for Friday, guys, Eintracht Frankfurt versus Dortmund in the Bundesliga. Bundesliga, Dortmund has a very good defense. They're in second place, 26 goals, 12 scored. Eintracht Frankfurt, on the other hand, guys, not a great defense. It has scored a lot of goals, though. They scored 30 goals, conceded 30, and they are at home. If it was Dortmund at home, I would play this, as a Dortmund straight win, possible no boat to score, maybe under goals. But because it's at Eintracht Frankfurt, gives the edge a little bit to the home team, even though they are plus 227. Dortmund is plus 108. They are the better defensive team, but they have been giving up some goals in their previous games. They did win 2-0 versus Mönchengladbach, but prior to that, they did give up a goal to Freiburg. In the Champions League, they gave 2 goals up to Bodo Glimt. You know what, guys? I got to go here with the boat to score, Eintracht Frankfurt and Dortmund. That's going to do it, guys, for Friday soccer action. Let's move on to Saturday. Saturday takes us back to the Africa Cup of Nations, guys. We have a couple games. Algeria versus Nigeria. This is going to be a good game. Algeria did beat Nigeria 2-1 in a friendly international. They haven't played. That was back in 2022. Algeria did take down Congo in the previous game, and Nigeria beat Mozambique 4-0. Nigeria's had 4 wins, 1 loss in the last 5. Algeria 4 wins, only 1 loss in the last 5 as well. They're doing really well right now. You know what, guys? Algeria, Nigeria. Algeria's plus 217. Nigeria's plus 158. Slight edge does go to Nigeria to possibly win this game, but I am going to go with the lean, and it's going to be both to score, guys. Give me both to score. Nigeria, Algeria, with the lean of Nigeria taking, qualifying them to the next stage. Then we have Egypt versus Ivory Coast. Last time they played off against each other was in 2022. It was a 0-0 draw. Egypt coming off a big win, 3-1 versus Benin. Ivory Coast, big win over Burkina Faso, 3-0. You know what, guys? I got to go with the over goals here, maybe a low line. Give me over goals in Egypt versus Ivory Coast. Next up, we go to the Australian League, Australian A-League for Saturday. MacArthur versus Sydney. MacArthur versus Sydney. And, they haven't been scoring too many goals here, guys. This is going to be a possible corner kick game. Give me over corner kicks in this game, whether it's 9.5 or 10. I'm going to go with the corner kicks in MacArthur versus Sydney. Then we go to Perth Glory versus Central Coast Mariners. Perth Glory is coming off some games where they've had a lot of goals scored and against. This game, I'm going to go goals, guys. Give me goals, Perth Glory and Central Coast Mariners over goals. Then we go to Wellington Phoenix versus Adelaide. Wellington Phoenix versus Adelaide have seen a boat to score in 5 out of the last 5. Let me see, go 6. No, 5 out of the last 5. They've seen a boat to score. Wellington Phoenix coming off of 2 wins, 3 losses the last 5. Adelaide coming off of a loss. They have 2 wins and 3 losses in the last 5. You know what, guys? I do give the edge here for Wellington Phoenix to get the win, but I also like goals. Give me goals in Wellington Phoenix and Adelaide. Next up, we go to Melbourne City and Newcastle Jets. Melbourne City Last 5 games head-to-head have seen an under 2.5 between these two head-to-head. Melbourne City's last game saw them win 1-0. We've only seen one game over 2.5 for Melbourne City in the last 5. Newcastle Jets, on the other hand, have been scoring more goals and receiving more goals, so they've had some different competitions here. I'm going to go with corner kicks in this game as well. It may change once it gets to the day if I decide to do goals here, but I do like corner kicks in Melbourne City games. Newcastle Jets are good for some corners as well with the style of attack that they have. So we're going to go with corner kicks in that game on Saturday. Next, we're going quickly to the Serie A, Italy. For Saturday, we have Udinese versus Pisa. Pisa coming off a 3-0 loss to Como. Udinese 2-win over Torino. Udinese did tie Lazio 1-1 not too long ago, and they also beat Napoli, guys. Udinese at home. Give me Udinese money line. Como versus Bologna, guys. Como versus Bologna. Give me goals. Over goals in Como versus Bologna. AS Roma versus Sassuolo. AS Roma coming off a 2-0 win. Sassuolo 0-3 loss to Juventus. We got to go with a Roma money line here as a grandma parlay piece. Give me Roma money line. Then we go to Atalanta versus Torino. Atalanta coming off a 2-0 win. They've got 4 wins in the last 5. Torino lost to Udinese. They beat Hellas Verona. This one should be a easy Atalanta win. They're minus 152. Give me Atalanta money line. Atalanta money line. Then we go to La Liga Spain, guys. La Liga Spain, Real Oviedo versus Betis. I got to go with Real Betis money line here. Real Betis money line. Villarreal Alvarez, Villarreal money line. Villarreal money line as a parlay piece. Girona versus Osasuna. Give me both to score. Girona versus Osasuna. Valencia versus Elche. Give me both to score. Valencia versus Elche. There are, guys, I'm not going to go into these games, but we will bet them probably as free plays. So keep an eye on the free plays, possible VIP plays. There is an FA Cup going on Saturday. I'm not going to go into these games. There's a ton of games in the England Premier FA Cup. You got teams from the England Premier League playing against other teams, other divisions in England. But there's a ton of games there. I'm not going to go into those right now. Chelsea will be playing Tottenham. A lot of the big clubs, some playing against each other, some playing against lower division teams. So keep on the lookout. If you're in the VIP, you will get that action from the FA Cup. Let's move into Bundesliga, guys. Bundesliga is back, one of our favorite leagues, favorite money makers. Heidenheim versus Köln. Give me both to score in Heidenheim versus Köln. St. Pauli versus Leipzig here. We got to go with RB Leipzig money line. Union Berlin versus Mainz. We got to go with Union Berlin money line. Werder Bremen versus Hoffenheim. Give me both to score. Werder Bremen versus Hoffenheim. Freiburg versus Hamburger. Hamburger SV. Give me a both to score here as well. Freiburg versus Hamburger. Give me the edge to Freiburg to get the win. Bayer Leverkusen versus Stuttgart. That should be a good game. Stuttgart did get a couple goals here in their last game, which was a friendly 3-2. Prior to that, they had a 0-0 draw versus Hoffenheim. Stuttgart did lose 5-0 Bayern Munich. Bayer Leverkusen is coming off a win over Leipzig and Köln. They had a 2-2 draw in the Champions League, guys. They did lose to Augsburg not too long ago. But you know what, guys? Give me Bayer Leverkusen money line here in the Bundesliga for Saturday. And then we're going to finish up with La Liga MX, Mexican Soccer League on Saturday. Chivas versus Pachuca. You know what, guys? Chivas versus Pachuca. The last time they faced off, Chivas did win 1-0. Pachuca's having a lot of trouble right now. You know what? First day, first game, Mexican Soccer League. Give me Chivas money line. I think they're going to start off with a bang. Santos versus Necaxa, guys. I got to go with a both to score Santos and Necaxa. Leon and Cruz Azul. Give me Cruz Azul money line. Leon's got a lot of work to do. And then our back-to-back defending champions are plus 304 here versus Monterrey. For some reason, I'm thinking they're going to let Monterrey get the win here. Toluca back-to-back champions, returning a lot of players, added some new talent. Give me over goals. Toluca was good for goals last season. We're going to do it again. Monterrey, Toluca, over goals. All right, guys, moving on to Sunday. Sunday soccer action is going to take us to Serie A, Italy. Lecce versus Parma. Give me both to score in the Italian game. Lecce versus Parma. Then we go to AC Milan, Fiorentina. This is going to be a both to score. Hellas Verona versus Lazio. Give me Lazio money line. Inter Milan versus Napoli, two of the big dogs in Italian Soccer League. When that happens, we gotta go with the both to score. Give me Inter Milan, Napoli, both to score. Then we go to Spain on Sunday, Rayo Vallecano versus Mallorca. I gotta go with Rayo Vallecano money line. Then we go to Levante versus Espanyol. They've seen their both to score in 5 out of the last 5 games. Let's go with both to score. Give me both to score. Levante versus Espanyol. On Sunday, we do have Bundesliga, 2 games in the Bundesliga. Mönchengladbach versus Augsburg. Give me both to score in Borussia Mönchengladbach and Augsburg. Then we have Bayern Munich, Wolfsburg. Bayern Munich minus 909. You know what, guys? They've been doing pretty well. They rested most of their stars in a friendly they had here recently. I know Champions League is around the corner, late January, but hey, give me Bayern Munich, Wolfsburg game over 1.5 goals in the first half. It's one of my favorite plays with Bayern Munich. Liga MX to finish it off on Sunday. We got Pumas versus Querétaro. Last time they faced off, it was a 2-0 win for Pumas. Querétaro did have some wins at the end of the season here in Liga MX, but they are both teams having some issues, having some problems last season. Let's go with both to score there, guys. Both to score, Pumas and Querétaro. And then Tigres, San Luis. Tigres was close in the playoffs to winning the championship. They will be playing Atlético San Luis, who they normally beat and have beaten often. I do believe 4 out of the last 5 head-to-head have gone to Tigres. Doesn't matter if they're at home or away. I think that's what we're going to get here. Much stronger team. Give me Tigres money line. That's going to do it, guys. That's going to do it for the soccer action this week. But we do got to talk about the other football, the fake football, American football, NFL, playoff weekend, wild card weekend. Let's get to All right, guys. Who's ready for the NFL? It's good to be back and talking about it, especially because it is the playoffs. It's what everybody's going to be watching. We're down to the final teams. Couple teams are taking the weekend off. Let me just get to the NFL action. The games, guys, are starting on Saturday. I do believe on Saturday. Saturday, we got the Rams taking on the Carolina Panthers in the first game. Rams are heavy favorites, minus 10.5. I mean, if we just go to who's going to win, pretty obvious here, guys, that the favorite is the Rams. I mean, the Panthers are coming in as 10-point dogs. Doesn't mean that the Rams are going to win by over 10.5 points. And let me see what the over-under here is. Over-under. I'm just seeing the minus 10.5. Over-under is 46.5. So if I were to do a teaser in this game, I mean, the obvious favorite here, who I think has got the better offensive team, better defensive team, round overall better team, is the Rams. But everybody's going to be on them to cover the spread. That's where it gets a little bit tricky. The over-under is 46.5. The Panthers are coming off a 14-16 game versus the Buccaneers. Prior to that, they lost to the Seahawks 27-10. They lost to the they beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 23-20. They also lost to the Saints 20-17. The last time these two teams faced off against each other, though, the Carolina Panthers beat the Rams 31-28. So we got to keep that in mind. And that's why a lot of people, I think, are going to take Carolina Panthers with the points. But because the heavy favorites are the Rams, it's where it gets a little tricky here. The Rams' last few games, let's go over those real quick. Rams did play the Arizona Cardinals and beat them 37-20. Prior to that, they did lose the Falcons 24-27. Then they had a big game versus the Seahawks 37-38. You know what, guys? This game is, I believe it's at Carolina Panthers. Yep, it's at Carolina Panthers. You know what, guys? I'm going to go, even though I like the Rams to win, my teaser for this game is going to be Carolina Panthers plus 17.5. And I'm going to go over 39.5, guys. Over 39.5. I think the Panthers can put up some points. They are going to be at home. They've done it already versus the Rams. Not going to be a super blowout. I do still think the Rams are going to win. But give me the 17.5 points. And give me the over 39.5 as my playoff teaser, guys. This might be the exact playoff teaser I give to my VIP. But if you're not in my VIP, you're not going to know. You're not going to really know what the actual play is going to be. Sometimes it changes when things come up. So keep that in mind. Next up, Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears. This one's a coin flip, man. This is an exciting game. It's going to be very close. The spread is -1. The spread is -1. Over-under is 45.5. I believe the last time they played against each other, the Bears won 22-16. And prior to that, it was Packers 28-21. So they have been kind of low scoring. The Packers are coming off of, I believe, 4 losses in a row. The Chicago Bears have lost 2 in a row. So both aren't doing too great right now. The Bears did beat the Packers on December 20th, 22-16. So it seems like, guys, this is a coin flip -1. When it's a -1 and it's this close, I got to take the team that's +1, which is the Bears. And I hate saying that because I dislike the Bears a lot. I think Love might be back. He's had a concussion, had some injuries, but he should play. I'm not exactly sure what's happening there with that matchup, but Caleb Williams, guys, I think he's not that great. He's just an average quarterback. Love isn't that great either. I mean, I'm a soccer guy, so don't take what I'm saying at value when it comes to the NFL, but that's just my opinion. I don't think either quarterback is that great. Both teams are pretty equally matched, kind of like a coin flip type of game. But I am going to go with the team that's the +1 and then do it +8, which is the Chicago Bears. They are at home. And give me under 52.5 points. That's going to be the teaser. And my bias heart bet here is I hope the Packers win. I want the Packers to win, but we'll see what happens. On the 11th, on Sunday, we have Buffalo Bills versus the Jaguars. Buffalo Bills versus the Jaguars. The Bills did dominate the Jaguars the last time they played against each other, but that was in 2024. Buffalo Bills have won 4 out of the last 5. They did lose to the Eagles 13-12. Jacksonville Jaguars are on fire right now, 41-7 versus the Titans, 23-17 versus the Colts. 34-20 over the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos are a good team, but I think they're a little bit overrated. I've seen them play a few games that look like crap. There's a couple games where I bet on them on primetime. They look disgusting. They look terrible. So I don't know. The Broncos I believe, are the number one seed. How'd they get there? I think it's because of the schedule that they played. I think they're very overrated. So this game right here, Bills versus Jaguars. If I were to pick a straight winner, I'm going to go Buffalo Bills on the money line here to get the win. They are -1 favorites. The over-under is 52, man. That's a high over-under, very high over-under. If I were to take a teaser in this game, I would take Buffalo Bills +6 and give me under 59, but I do like Buffalo Bills to win here. San Francisco 49ers, Philadelphia Eagles. Man, the Philadelphia Eagles, they have had their time. Their time has come and gone. They won a Super Bowl. They've been in the finals quite a bit, in the quarterfinals, semifinals. Their time is done. 49ers, on the other hand, guys, haven't won the Super Bowl in quite a bit of time. The line here is -4.5. I got to go with 49ers +4.5. Absolutely got to take that right now. I believe they're the better team, especially if you're giving me that many points. And the last time these two teams faced off against each other was back in 2023. 49ers did win 42-19. 49ers coming off a big defeat versus the Seahawks, who probably, I would say, have the best defense, only scored 3 points against the Seahawks. Philadelphia Eagles did lose 24-17 in their last game, but the game that counted, they did beat the Bills 13-12. They're very good defensively. You know what, guys? I got to go with the teaser here. If I were to take a teaser in this game, I'm going to go with the 49ers +11.5 and give me the under 51.5 points. 49ers +11.5, under 51. That's a great one. Straight up winner. I like 49ers on the money line here to win this game. All right, guys. Then we go to New England Patriots. Los Angeles choking Chargers, guys. Just remember when I said that, the choking Chargers. Everyone's saying, hey, that the Patriots haven't played anybody. But who have the Chargers played? I know they played a little bit better competition. Patriots are -3.5 favorites. The Chargers have a better coach this year, but they still have the same owner, AJ Spanos. And I have said it from day one, since I lived in San Diego for a lot of years as a Raider fan. I know my Raiders suck. I never think they're going to do anything any year. So I'm just used to that. But I am a big Los Angeles Chargers, San Diego Charger hater. And I know that they choke every year. And I know that the Chargers will never, ever, ever win a Super Bowl in our entire lifetime. If you're watching this, you will never, ever see the Chargers win a Super Bowl in your lifetime unless AJ Spanos finally sells the team or passes away. They're just cursed because they left San Diego and just because they're the Chargers, the choking Chargers. They always choke. So I do like the straight winner here. If I were to take a money line winner here, I do like New England Patriots to win here. And I believe they have what it takes. The Chargers, have the rookie running back, but in certain games, guys, it doesn't do much. And it's Herbert who's like their main running back, so you can't win that way. I think the New England Patriots have a better squad here. Give me the New England Patriots. It is -3.5, though. The over-under is 46. The Chargers are coming off. This last game didn't count. They rested everybody because everything was already where it's supposed to be. The New England Patriots did beat the Dolphins. They've beaten the Jets. They did beat the Ravens, and they barely lost to the Bills 35-31. So out of the last 5 games, they've only played one really good team. Actually, man, if you go even further, guys, they haven't played anybody good like the Chargers. The Bills were the only team up on the list that I could say that were decent enough. So they have had a weak schedule. This is going to be a tough game for the Patriots. The Chargers, on the other hand, like I said, always choke. But you know what? With a teaser, though, even though I'm biased towards the Patriots, if I were to take a teaser, I would take the Chargers plus 10.5, and give me the under 52. Under 52. Actually, it's under 53. Give me under 53 and give me Chargers plus 10.5. That's my teaser for the game, but straight up winner, I got the New England Patriots. And then we go to the final game, guys, which is on Monday night. Final game of the wild card playoff series. The Pittsburgh Steelers, man, what an exciting game. It felt like the NFL definitely wants Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. They got in there. I see a lot of positive momentum going for the Pittsburgh Steelers, guys. They are going to get Metcalf back from suspension. Aaron Rodgers still slinging the rock. They got Warren running the ball. Gainwell dies. Gainwell is a weapon. They just dump it off to Gainwell. He runs after the catch. Texans do have a very good defense. Steelers have a very good defense as well. That was crazy, that game. Steelers and Ravens, guys. I was on the under in the teaser, and what the heck happened? The NFL, you just never know what's going to happen. 27 points in the fourth quarter is unreal, guys. This was a total under game. And I think this game's going to be an under game as well. It's going to be a chess match. That's why the line's at 39.5. And you're telling me I could get the Steelers at +3. Give me that all day, all night, guys. I love the Steelers. Give me Steelers. Give me the Steelers +3. Give me the teaser. Steelers +10 and under 46.5 points. I love that one. And my straight winner for this game, guys, give me Pittsburgh Steelers money line to win outright and move on to face the Broncos. And I'm giving you a little peek of the next matchup, guys. I think the Steelers will take out the Broncos as well. This is just a preview of the next match that I see the Steelers winning the next two. So watch out for the Steelers, guys. No one thinks they're going to do much. They barely snuck into the playoffs, guys. I don't know. Something tells me that the script is written for Aaron Rodgers to win a Super Bowl and right off into the sunset and retire. And I know a lot of people don't like Aaron Rodgers, but he's got the talent around him to do so. And it's my dark horse pick to win the Super Bowl is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And some of you might think I'm crazy, but think about it, guys. They play the Texans at home. They're dogs. Man, let's do it. The Steelers can beat the Texans, and then they can beat the Broncos, guys. I think it's possible. So give me the Steelers +3. Give me the Steelers +10 and under 46. It's going to be exciting, guys. That's going to do it. Thanks again for your support. Free Telegram. We got the VIP action. We're rolling, guys. We're in the green in January. We were in the green all of last year, guys. The ups and downs happen. Always remember the number one rule. Never bet money you can't afford to lose. And bet responsibly. Money management is key. Don't overbet. Don't force bets, guys. Thanks again for your support. Like and comment my reels. Until next time, I'm out.
This is On the Pitch with TJ Picks. He's Tijuana Raf, the top soccer capper in the game. Tune in to see how he builds his plays and get a sneak peek at the winning strategies he shares with his VIPs.
Tune into On the Pitch with TJ Picks and Tail Tijuana Raf today. Como siempre, apuesta con responsabilidad.